Welcome back with me Axel, okay, and this is the gameplay for Hawk, and we are going to test out one of the coins feature for today. So let's get started and whether this feature will bring us to any reach or not. So let's get to this. One of the Brobot, that is Honeybee, has plus 20% to coins, and then the other coin hunter is this risk. And the other stages that I'm going to have for today is 121 on heroic mode. So first, before having all of those features on, I'm going to have the standard for all of this setup. So Queen, and then Brobot, Doom, and the champion. Of course, they have no coins additional feature, and we can have this. Clean up all the entire screen with this. Alright, that's great. And it's time to clean up the rest of the defenses out there, and here goes the overdrive. I'm just trying to get this to maximum, just trying to clean up the defenses as well as the rockets. So we have this. Alright, that's great. So it's time to clean up the entire screen. That's my purpose for today. So by getting more of these defenses, I suppose you have more coins. And look at that. Alright, that's great. Now Queen will have no problem with this, as we have to clean up. Alright, laser sometimes doesn't do any of the damage to the rockets, so we have to, well, like using the Brobots or using the fourth ability for the plane. Getting damage. Alright, that's more or less. I got lots of the planes and clean up the rest of the items. Well, other objects on the screen. And waiting for Brobots to heal. Alright, lasers, you need to have like more of the damage, as this is the maximum Red Queen, and why not getting it to killed? Alright, now we have this champion just now, and now about Doom. Alright, waiting for this, and the dancing Red Queen, cleaning up the entire bowls, and trying to get the rockets as well. Now trying to get this champion. Clear the entire screens perfectly fine. And victory. So let's see how many coins do we get out of this mission. Of course, it won't be that many. 185. So that's like a little bit some amount of coins. And let's change into the airplane. So I have right here Basel. So I have this as one of the plane that has the coins feature. And let me switch to the R Brobot right here, and of course the R1. Alright, Brobot risk, where are you? Alright, or some other Brobots, I'm not sure, probably just risk. And we have coin plus 10%, coin plus 20%, so that's like 30%. And how about Baso? We have plus 10%, so that's more or less plus 40% for the coins. So it's supposed to have like 185 times 140%. That's how much coins that we'll be getting out of these missions. Alright, destroy as many targets as possible. So I'm going to start with this Honeybee. And lucky enough that one of the speedboat has like that feature. Right, but the... Alright, that's the attack. That the skill from the Brobot doesn't seem to work very well. And alright, here goes the overdrive that kills the entire screens. Alright, perfect. As well with the lasers. So I'm going with this Honeybee that recovers very fast to clean up the entire screen. That's great. And now these three objects, and as well the rockets. I have the overdrive to help me a bit on this. Alright, Honeybee, it's time for you to move. Now that's great. Getting this, and of course the other one over here now have risk. Clean up please the objects and every single other. Alright, that's great. Now that's supposed to collect like lots of coins on this stage. Alright, great. I have shields on, and still I'm going to spend the overdrives just for these missions. And we have the other extra overdrive. Why not spending it as well? Alright. Now that seems to take a lot of the objects on the screen. And good enough as the measurement for the performance of this. And alright, now we have that. Spray bullets all over the screen and it's almost end. Perfect. Now the stage is clear and let's see if we get extra coins for this. Or probably this is the rich setup for today. 215, so that's more or less taking like 40%. It's not really that 40%, but I think that 215 is more than enough to prove us. Now how about having the other setup? And probably going to have this. The strongest setup that I have for now is Nicola, Legatus and of course Laser Bite on this stage 1-to-1 heroic mode. Probably this will I'm not sure, this is just a probability. So we'll test this out. If this setup will bring me any of the rich, closer to rich. And we have this. Alright, Nicola. Just going to get that. And slay everything on the screen, Legatus. And I'm going to use overdrive, spamming them and trying to get most of the objects on the screen. Great, extra overdrives, I'm going to need that. And Nicola just getting blessed. Alright, trying to clean up, and it seems to be harder than the previous setup. But that's alright. Let's see the result after this. Lasers. And Nicola is ready. We have overdrive. Come on, destroy the rockets, please. Great. Now taking care of that. And why not the fourth ability? Yes, that's great. I just mentioned that. And now slay all of this. Great. Now we have the rest of the defenses that circling around. Now, alright, that's great. Almost the end of the stage. Now I'm going to get this. Just rockets problem sometimes. And like that. I'm going with the other overdrive. Still getting paid with the other overdrives. So that's more or less going to halve my outcome for the overdrives. But that's not a big deal actually. So more of the balls on the screen and just getting Nicola. Wow, 2 extra overdrive. Let's spend them all after this. Like this. But it's almost the end, so I have just 1 extra spare overdrive. And this is the time to calculate how many coins will I get. Best moment 175, so I probably have less of the rockets and as well less of the defenses that's getting rid by the setup. So that's why I got less than 185 as the first experiment. So probably going to try out some other setup. Of course, this time with the coins as well. So going to switch again. Compare this. Risk again and Honeybee. Where are you, Honeybee? So of course the strongest setup is not really the best one for clearing up the missions. And now let's get this 121 heroic mode. Let's follow this again, and this time without the Basso help. So I'm going to compare these 2 Brobots with the other 2 Brobots. How's that? So it's like plus 30% of the coins. Alright, Honeybee seems to be clearing up the screens pretty well. And now let's go with the stars. Spreading the stars over the screen, and the stars are actually sucks. That's what I think. And about this, going again with the overdrive, trying to clean up with the Honeybee, of course. Alright, 67 more enemies. How about the other overdrive for this? Trying my best. Some rockets have passed, so it seems like Laser Bite is not the best against rockets. Excellent. Incredible. Now the fourth ability seems to be doing very well for this. Why should I get hit? Alright, that's great. Helping me out a bit. So here goes the other sound wave that will break through all of this. But first, alright, that's great. Now please pass me if you can. Rockets. Alright, getting a lot. Now another extra overdrive. Alright, perfect. The drop from the enemy is just getting great. And now getting the R1 sound wave. Wow. All of this. Overdrive, overdrives, and overdrive. That's just so wow for this. And now, alright. That's all I think so. Victory, let's see how many coins will we get out of these missions. So credits. 175 previously and now 200. So that's more or less the truth. So the coins perk is really working for this Brobot setup. And as well, if you want to get lots, probably lots of coins, you can have them on. But of course, you have to kill most of the enemies on the map. So that depends entirely on how many targets that you can hit or you can kill out of with these robots. So we have like difficulty with risk. It's not really an effective robots to kill out the enemies. And the laser bite, probably you can change into the R setup, probably like some other planes. I'm not sure which one, but you can determine yourself which of the planes that has the greatest ability for cleaning up the entire screen. Probably Wraith, I'm not sure. Well, anyway, this is all my gameplay for today, and thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave thumbs up as always, and goodbye. Alright, and let me slay everything on the screen with just Sadus. And alright, the armor seems to be working well. That got some nice healing, and alright, that's great. Slay everything with Sadus.